Mm. I'm doing part two of that story I was writing yesterday, which is completely bizarre. It gets even more bizarre at this point. You've only seen a taster. God, my Tourette's isn't good today. I just not. Normally I can sort of put it into my mannerisms, but when I'm looking at. My impro is terrible. When I'm looking at the camera, it's just. I just notice doing it and then I'll do it more. Brilliant. Hmm. While you're distracted, Owen managed to sneak up on you, even though you were just talking to her. Also, after a brief struggle, she managed to bind and gag you. You wish you could have just restrained her in your mind, but it takes too much concentration. And seriously, after that smoothie drunk earlier, you were not in the mood for concentration at all. You lay on the floor of your bathroom trying to calm your breathing. Owen stood up and just looked at you. This could have gone better, she said. I could have just not captured you. You're not in control of that. I made a trap and it was no use to me once I stepped inside it. You just look at her who starts pacing. I know it's difficult to follow who's talking, which is why I fix it later in the text, but for now you're just going to have to pretend to know who's talking at any point. What was the trap? Well, after you subdued me, I said I'd help you escape, but that you might need to hurt me first. Wait, what? At least you didn't happen anywhere in the text. There was a part of it where you were helping me escape and I was subduing you. No, there wasn't. I just said that. Fine, whatever. Are you a goddess, Owen? What? Do you take any of your powers from other people's religions? Because that smoothie was orange. No, it wasn't. It was green, she said. Whatever makes you happy. I'm not happy. I'm angry. You ambushed me, held me hostage. I like your hair. You suddenly grab her and try to force her to be quiet. She struggles, but you are stronger, so she soon stops. Listen, I'm still giving you information. I like your hair, you repeat. Shut up, she shouts. You look at her and realise something. You're a god. Go to hell. No, I'm right. Oh yeah, I am a god. Sorry, I forgot. You struggle to say something, but you can't. Ah, see, I can be funny too, she says and walks away. Except I wasn't actually making a joke. Even though she's a god, you're really angry at her. You struggle again, but once more you're defeated. What? Pretty sure that's not how it went earlier, but okay. Once she leaves to go get the law, you're going to have to be very careful. What shampoo do you use? You asked. I don't use anything, my hair is just like that, she said, twirling a lock of hair around her finger. You were too angry to speak again, so you just left the house. I don't think that's true, I'm going to look for your shampoo. Hey, that rhymed, he said angrily. You don't know where you're going to go. You probably can't stay at your house with your mum and stepdad there. Your options are limited, so you decide to just walk around the city. Oh, I've just seen the next bit. Oh my god, I'm going to spend ages trying not to laugh on this next bit. Then you walk back to the house to find your stepdad using Alice's shampoo. I want to stop the recording here, but it's been 3 minutes now, so I have to carry on. Hey stepdad, why'd you buy Alice's shampoo, you say? I don't know. I found it lying around in our house, he says. Sorry. Sorry. It's easier when I'm the one writing it, you know? When it's an AI that's helping to write it, it just comes so out of left field. I found it lying around in her house, he said, his head absolutely covered in shampoo suds. He was trying to make you mad, but he failed. He'd actually gone and found it though in her house. So how does it feel to be in the middle of a kidnapping? Was the ransom high enough? No, it wasn't. That's not important. Why are you covered in Alice's shampoo? I was at her house and she told me I had nice hair, so I washed it. You're lying, and don't try to lie your way out of this. I'm not lying, and I can prove it. Check these out. You pull out your phone and show him the messages you received from Alice. He reads them and shakes his head. Can't believe she did this. She's so stupid. I don't know why she washed my hair, he says. What do you mean? I've known Alice for a long time, since before she had her son. She doesn't have a son, she's sterile, you say. What? He says, standing up and knocking the chair he was sitting into the ground behind him. I'm not going to sit here and have you redefine what sterile means. Sterile means you can't have kids. No, that just means, oh, never mind. It's more confused than anything else. You think it's the shampoo. Stepfather, is the shampoo mind controller you ask? What? The shampoo has been making people do odd things. No, the shampoo isn't making me do anything. I'm just washing my hair. Can I see? Can I see the bottle? No, you're not taking away my precious shampoo, you stepdad screams, gnashing his teeth and running on all fours. It's okay, I just want to see the bottle. He hands it over and you examine it. It doesn't look like much. A clear glass bottle with a red cap. The label literally says Divine Shampoo. This isn't any ordinary shampoo. This must be the creation of a god. We have to stop Alice, he said. I still have to tell her what she did was wrong. Can't believe she kidnapped someone just for a smoothie. She's a monster. You had an idea, miracle worker. I don't know why it says miracle worker there. What? Still seems a bit shocked at the idea. You're serious? I want to try the shampoo, he said. Here? Well, no, I mean at her house. You want to go back there? You broke in and stole her things. You're as crazy as she is. I want to see if the shampoo brainwashes me. It's a foolproof plan. Nothing could possibly go wrong, you said. Actually, it could go wrong in a lot of ways. Stop worrying and help me get out of here. You told him to grab the chair and bring it with you. When you got there, you put the shampoo on and died. The end. Well, not quite. It's interesting to note that you actually had the best results of your life after using the shampoo. For starters, you experienced a high, then destroyed the world, then died. It's kind of sad that your life ended in such an ignoble fashion, but considering you managed to live a lot longer than you should have, you can't complain. Alice was happy as her shampoo was brilliant. Unfortunately for her, someone used up all the stock and there was no way for her to make more. She blamed you and set her sights on getting revenge. There was only one solution: to resurrect Ragnorr. It could go wrong in so many ways, but the rewards would be worth it. You got out of your house as stepdad continued screaming and throwing things. Your father gave you a mean stare but didn't say anything, because he didn't have a mouth. Well, that was kind of pointless. You walked around the corner and found a massive crowd, and there was stepmum. She didn't actually exist, but she was at the house when you broke in. Now she was witnessing the destruction of what she believed to be an invader. She looked terrified, yet curious. By the way, are you guys actually following this at all? Because I'm struggling to follow this a little bit. This just makes no sense. Even by my standards, this makes no sense. I said she didn't exist, you dumb program. Whatever the case, you were almost at the front door. You opened it, and you and all the people inside raised your arms in victory. Meanwhile, Alice was pouring a wonder shampoo on Ragnar's remains, resurrecting him. So much for resurrecting him. The paint turned red with anger and vengeance as Ragnorr slowly ascended from the ground. He was covered in dirt and smelled horrible. He was actually a spirit, his body having completely disintegrated. His first order of business was to turn most of the crowd into paint, including Alice, as the final straw for Stepdad, who lost his temper and ran forward to attack Ragnorr. Stepdad died straight away from being impaled by Ragnar's spear. You saw this and immediately attacked him. You clung to his arm and begged. Please don't kill me, I'm sorry I trespassed, I only wanted the good stuff in the house. Like the shampoo, you asked. Yes, it was divine. You stole it from me. Ah! That was not a good scream, was it? Ragnar's spear pierced through Stepdad, who was transformed into a vat of paint. Suddenly Rowan appeared, questioning how any of this made sense. He was then turned into a vat of paint when he didn't answer. You stepped back in horror as you realised what you did. What did you do? How could you be so cruel? It was all your fault as usual. Ragnar shook and his paint began to run. I don't know why it's so obsessed with paint in this. He turned around, staring at you and your stepfamily. Would you like a sandwich? Asked Ragnar. He slingshotted himself forward and stabbed your dad with a spear. I don't like my lunch left behind. Your dad was fine though, he just had a spear through his back. You're lucky I love my wife, or this would have gone differently for you. That was a rather poetic thing to say. How would it have gone differently? Asked Ragnar again. You would have died, or your family? Your dad turned around and began to chant. He began to glow. Then he exploded. Your mum screamed and cowered in the corner of the room. Ragnar began laughing, as did everyone else. Then they stopped laughing when they saw what happened next. It was Rowan who had transformed from a vat of paint into a god of death. His mirth became one of vengeance as he launched himself at Ragnorr. His claws and teeth tore the paint off Ragnorr in record time. Rowan felt a hand on his shoulder. It was Jessie's hand. She'd come back from the dead like everyone else. "It's been an interesting adventure, but I think it's time to end this," she said. She blasted Ragnar with a beam of pure black energy, except the energy was actually orange. Ragnar's spirit body was obliterated beside his head, and he possessed Rowan. "Let's finish this," she screamed, tossing a mountain at you. You were helpless to do anything. You ran as fast as you could, but it kept gaining ground on you. Then you tripped and sprained your ankle and let loose an exaggerated scream of agony that was worthy of a BAFTA. It ended your run. The crowd began to chant your name. Ragnorr, Ragnorr, Ragnorr. They were actually chanting your surname, not your given name. "Wait, I'm Ragnorr," you asked. "What's even happening in this story?" Then they all gave a huge cheer, as if they were at a World Cup final. You were confused. "What the hell are you doing?" "Celebrator, you killed the bad guy." "I thought I was the bad guy, seeing as apparently I'm Ragnorr now," you said. They gave another cheer. "No, you're the hero. You killed the wannabe hero, and now we can live in peace." "Seriously, I'm not Ragnorr, I'm Alice," she cried. "Ragnar's the guy who I just killed." The crowd was now booing. "You killed the hero? Then who the hell are you?" you asked, confused. Why would I be asking that? "I'm his girlfriend. I'm his beautiful, smart, and kind girlfriend." "Oh, yes," said the crowd, still booing. Well, I came here to ask him some questions, and I'm not leaving until I do. Could you ask him for me, please?" Crowd didn't cheer at all. I was going to do the whole rest of it in this one video, but it's getting really long now, so I'll do the rest at some point.